Today I'm going to be showing you a deck I haven't really seen anyone else play that I find to be pretty fun, and I think it's okay. I'm not sure if it's top tier quality, but it does seem to beat a lot of stuff, so let's get right into it. I'm going to tell you what it's about. It uses God Pharaoh statue and Casualties of War. Those are like the main cards the rest of this is kind of built around. So those are really high cost cards. But if you can play a God Pharaoh statue and they can't counter it or something, and then you play a Casualty of War or whatever order, they're done. They can't cast anything for the rest of the game, and it's hilarious to watch. So I did have 4 God Pharaoh statues at one point, but that turned out to be too many since it's legendary and you really only need one. And I've got my little Golgari Fine Broker to get it back, or any permanent back anyway. So the rest of the deck, you basically just want to survive until you can play Casualties of War and God Pharaoh statue. That's basically the goal of the deck. Survive till you can play these. So we've got some cheap stuff in here. A little bit of ramp with the Goose. Knight of the Ebon Legion is just, of course, he's OP. Not running 4 of him because I think 3's enough. 2 duresses to get rid of some annoying stuff. Stone Coil Serpent is just turning out to be better and better. I often just play him as a 2 and 3 drop if I'm having a weak early game, just to get a nice creature out there to help defend. Voracious Hydra is of course just flat out OP. Works as removal, works as a big beast late game. A couple Midnight Reapers, a couple Murderous Riders. Kind of testing these out. I'm not sure if I might go to 4 Murderous Riders. Murderous Riders really good. And 4 Leyline Prowlers. Now this is sort of something that you wouldn't expect, but against a lot of aggressive decks and decks that like to get out big creatures quickly, this Death Touch is amazing, and you can drop him turn 2 if you do a turn 1 Gilded Goose. So it often just holds off attackers for many turns, allowing you to get to your big boys. And the Savvy Hunter is surprisingly good. These food tokens can often help out with the Goose if you get out an early Savvy Hunter, like a turn 1 Goose, turn 2 Savvy Hunter, and then you can just start cranking out the food tokens. If you get a bunch of food tokens already had, you can just sack them to draw cards, or you can sack them later to get your Troll King back. Spawn of Mayhem is just a nice aggressive creature for really cheap, and you're often doing damage early game, so he's often just a 3 casting cost. I really like Spawn of Mayhem. The Fine Broker is, just grabbing any permanent back. This deck has a lot of permanents, so it's just often really good card advantage to be able to. They got Leyline Prowler is a high target, so is Knight of the Ebon Hand. A lot of high target or a high value stuff that people kill immediately. People hate playing against Leyline Prowler. It is often the target of removal, and when you just get it right back with Golgari Fine Broker, they face palm a little bit. And just this card is a little over or underrated. I don't see anybody else play with it, but it's very strong. Death Sprout, of course, to ramp and kill stuff. Nice strong card. I did have 4 of these at one point, but I dropped it down to 3 just because it's pretty expensive, and I wanted to tone back the higher casting cost stuff. Status Statue is surprisingly good as well. It often turns. I just love using status on a Gilded Goose when they never expect it. And it's like the deadliest goose, Death Touch Goose. Doom Whisperer is of course just really strong, playing one of him. 1 Feasting Troll King. Another point of that food, you can often just use it to get back the king. The king's great because if you can finally get to your 6 drop, sometimes you get those 3 food. You can sack him for life if you're struggling. Otherwise, he's just a big mean creature that keeps coming back. And not just coming back once, but with Savvy Hunter and Gilded Goose, he can come back multiple times if need be. I've never had that even happen, but it's a possibility. Liliana, of course, is just really strong. Considered playing more of her, but 1 seemed to be enough. And of course, the 4 Casualties of War. When you can hit 5 permanents with this, oh man. And then the God Pharaoh statue on top of all that after cutting down all their permanents in their land, and then just saying, well, now your stuff costs 2 more. It's just GG. People very frequently just concede when I play one of these cards. It's very common. And land base, pretty heavy lands, 23 plus mana critters, so on occasion I'll get flooded, but I do have some big stuff in here, so that's not too bad with the Voracious Hydra. and Stone Coil being versatile, playing for cheap or heavy. I think 23 is the right amount here. Just 4 Overgrown Tombs, 4 Fabled Passages, and a bunch of swamps and forests. So usually what I do, since the mana base here, nothing costs over 2 black. So I often just go for 2 black mana. Once I have 2 black mana, I pretty much just get forest non-stop because of the Feasting Troll King, and something like that. Alright, let's do a few games. This is not a very good hand, but I got at least an early game. Fabled Passages. This is really a weak hand, but I'm going to keep it just because I at least got the Duress and Heaven Legion, and I'll probably draw land if we get lucky. We'll drop this, get the swamp, because we're going to need it. I really wish it was just a swamp, but oh well. Or an Overgrown Tomb even, but hey, that's the price you pay sometimes for the versatility of your lands. There's the second land we needed, that's really good. And we're going to drop... Let's see, does he have any... we'll do the Heaven Legion. So next turn I can threaten with the pump, and if I don't have to pump it, I'll Duress him. Or I could even play my Savvy Hunter. I kind of want to see what he does. There's a Thrashing Bronzodon. That's fine. We will pass turn, go to my turn. Now I could play a little trick on this guy and hold my Legion back and Duress him, because like I was explaining in the deck building, oh god, this deck, well, he doesn't have much, it's too bad. I think Blood for Bones is probably the thing to get rid of. I really hate Davriel, and he can play Davriel. Blood for Bones isn't going to do much, really. Davriel's the real pain here. So now, he thinks I can't pump. And he's probably going to end up sending in the Bronzodon, which is excellent because I have status. And, you know, we'll see what he does. And if he doesn't, I don't know, I could just take it. Not all that opposed to just taking the damage. Having one swamp is weak. Oh, there's the Hydra. Or 2. And what's he going to do? Is he going to try to hit my Ebon Legion? If he does, I can save it with status. He's doing it. Yeah. When you think, you do. And it also gives it Death Touch, so it's going to kill the Hydra. Wrecked. Good stuff. Now he's just slapping himself in the face right now. Now he's just mad. He realizes it still has Death Touch, right? Guess not. Alright. Well, there goes his board. So we're not at a huge advantage now. I'm going to drop my Savvy Hunter. And he's probably feeling like a concede right now. He does have Blood for Bones, which is, you know, pretty good. But he's got to have a creature to sack. And then he can get both his dudes back. At least he's not making me discard. I really don't want to discard any of these. And there's the swamp I needed. Alright. So I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna ride the murder trail. That way he can't Blood for Bones at next turn, or he can't threaten with a block. And we're just gonna send in the Savvy Hunter, get a little food token. Yeah. This card is, I think, highly underrated. I've only seen one other person play it even, but sack 2 foods, draw a card. So good. There's a Knight of the Ebon Legion. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty dangerous. I really hope I draw a land, because if I draw a land, I can drop my Liliana. Then I don't even care if my creatures die, because I'll just be drawing cards for it. There is the other shining guy of the deck. Now, Knight of the Ebon Legion doesn't mean anything when I have a Leyline Predator in play, because it's just going to wreck face. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and not attack. My Savvy Hunter would just get smushed, and it's not worth the food token, of course. So once Savvy Hunter creates 2 food tokens, you can draw a card off of it, and it's super advantageous. I have noticed that this deck can struggle against mono red, but having these life linkers can make a big difference. Having these food tokens can make a big difference. He's not attacking. He's probably not attacking because I have a Leyline Predator. There's my next land. I know he's got Blood for Bones. He's got one other card, which I guess I'm not too worried about. I'm going to grab another forest here just to have enough forest for my troll in case I draw a troll. But I think the thing to do here Oh, I guess I have the Leyline Predator too for a total of 7 mana. I think the thing to do here is just swing all in. Now, yeah, I'll just drop Liliana. Just put the high threat right onto them, and we'll create a zombie. And I'll send in the Leyline Prowler, see what he does about it. He could block and kill it, but otherwise I'm going to lifelink up. And now's about the time he probably wants to concede. Don't really care what else he plays. He's going to probably Blood for Bones, his Shaman. I would if I were him. I'd probably grab Voracious Hydra and I don't know. Maybe the Brawn of Dawn. He doesn't really have anything too much, so I'm not worried about it. I don't have a solid way of killing his Voracious Hydra other than making everybody sack 2 creatures. Oh, the Fine Broker. Someone else is playing it. And he grabbed the Hydra. And this returns something else. That is a nice combo of Blood for Bones because you just get a 3/4 plus other stuff. Let's see, we drew another land. Land doesn't matter too much. I could make him... Oh, he grabbed Davriel, so we want to get rid of our hand. The way he doesn't have anything he can make us discard. But I think first... What do you think about this here? I can't send in my Savvy Hunter. I can send in my Prowler. Or I could sack 2 creatures and then send in my Prowler. I'm going to just send in the Prowler. Oops, I tapped it for mana. Oops. Well, in that case, we'll just play our Savvy Hunter and our Murderous Rider. Oh, I don't have the mana. Okay, I meant to attack with this. Whoops. So we're just gonna have each player sack 2. I'm gonna sack this dude and this dude. Kind of want to keep the Savvy Hunter, but it's alright. I'll take cards instead. And now he's going to make me discard. He'll make me discard a Golgari Fine Broker if he plays Davriel, but I'll just play this Hunter. I don't care if I discard the Fine Broker, honestly. Not a big deal. I'm way ahead at this point. Ooh. That's going to hit pretty hard here. What do we get? 1, 2, I don't even know. We'll see. Slaps me for 7. So if he keeps playing those, we could be in trouble. That's all he's got. I think I'm going to go ahead and grab some food here. Ooh, the goose. And we'll also do a zombie. We'll do our Fine Broker, get it out of our hand. And let's see what we got we can play. Do we have mana to play anything? Okay, I guess he's going to make me discard it. Whatever I draw, I can get this and play it because it's nice and palpable at this point. It's a 1 mana powerhouse. And we'll just send in both Savvy Hunters. He's going to block 1, but I really don't care. I just want all these foods to draw more cards. And of course I get to draw a card for Liliana too. It's not something I could play. That's he could make me discard it, but you know, it's whatever at this point. I have so much stuff. He's looking at his cards. Well, the one thing that might help him is Casualties of War. Is he even playing Casualties of War? I don't think people realize what Casualty of War does yet, which, you know, sounds stupid because it says it right on the card, but that card is broken. Okay, that's not going to save him at all. So what, I discard my Reaper. Big deal. I've already got Liliana. She does the same thing, except even better. Yeah, this guy's wrecked. You know someone's desperate when they I don't know. I don't understand why he didn't play the Voracious Hydra. I would have played the Hydra and probably killed my Knight of the Ebon Legion or Fine Broker or Savvy Hunter. But that's just me. Wolf Giant. Oh, there's the Hydra. So I think I got my play for next turn. I can just end it. See, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. He's gonna fight that. Okay, probably a good choice. Ooh, hey, look at that. He's tapped out. There's nothing he can do. I don't know. Oh, he's attacking. Yeah, sure, whatever. I'll block with my goose. Chump blocking all day. And we'll go ahead and just draw a card. Yet another card. See what else we get. Alright, there we go. We got our land drop. Oh my. Yeah, it's so over for him. I mean, there's just so much I can do here. I'll go grab a swamp. Still got so many forests. So her -4 is each player sacks 2. I don't really want to do that, so I'm going to Casualties of War instead and destroy Planeswalker, land, a creature. And we'll get rid of the giant. I can't get rid of the Lotus Field. I'll get rid of one of his multi-taps and of course his Daffodil. A little 3-for-1 deal. And we'll play the Murderous Rider. We'll make a token. We'll send in everything but that zombie. Another food token. Yeah, this guy is just gonna. He should just concede, of course, but apparently he's more stubborn than most. I don't know what he could possibly draw in Golgari that could do anything about all this. Good game, sir. Good game. We know what's happening. You don't need to deny it anymore. Yeah, sure, whatever. I'll gain some life off that. Thank you. It's very kind of you. Alright, what do we got here? We got some Overgrown Tombs, Leyline of Sanctity. Oh, he has Hexproof. Whoop-de-doo! Doesn't matter at all. Complete waste of a card. Okay, well, we're going to go straight to the Prowler. And let me call it Lava Coil. Everybody Lava Coils these things on site. Okay, he doesn't have a Lava Coil. Because if he did, he would have played it. Let's go ahead and drop our Savvy Hunter. And we'll swing in for the gain 2 life. Now, let's see, given his colors, he could be playing something like Time Wipe, which is a bit of a worry. I'm hung on mana at this point, so I think I'm going to drop the Serpent for a healthy 4. Going with the Hunter. Okay, where are we at here? Still haven't drawn a land. I just wanted to play a creature so I can death it. Well, I guess we're just gonna give him the slapdown. I mean, do we even need to play anything else if he's gonna not return fire at all? He's played a Leyline of Sanctity and 5 lands. That doesn't matter at all. Let's go ahead and sack these for a card draw. And we got our 4th land. Yes! 1 more mana, and we can start dropping the bombs. Casualties of War, God Pharaoh Staff. Yeah, and with this advantage on the board, there it is. It's a Risen Reef. You know how fast the things get killed? Things getting killed so fast. So fast. Risen Reef? No. Okay, I've got plenty of black mana. Let me grab some forests. I do have my Troll King, so He's really heavy on the green. But that doesn't stop me. Alright, he's mostly tapped out. Okay, well this is a pretty good hand. I think I'm going to do a turn 1 Fable Power. I can do turn 4 and get it untapped, so we'll do this. I really love when people play these ley lines. None of them are really useful against me. It always seems like they just don't help. I'm sure they're good. They probably do help. But I just haven't ever really seen one do anything significant yet. They're probably a little better when, I don't know, scenarios. Okay. Bring out your lava coils. Bring out your lava coils. Let's go. No? No lava coil? Okay. Oh my. And we got our Fabled Passages. Proved Evolving Wilds. We got 2 black already, so let's grab some more forestry. We have 5 mana, that's pretty good. We could really make him sweat. I could drop the Doom Whisper. I'm afraid he's going to counter it though. So I think we'll drop the Doom Whisper anyway, just to force his hand. And if he does... Oh my god, he better have something good, because next turn, I'm going to casually go to war. Did he do that at the end of his turn or at the end of my turn? He did. Okay, he did it end of turn. Well, that helps. It helps his case a little. But he's low on mana. I am not. So he really needs a counter, or his life is just over here. Alright, he's going to do that during my turn. That's interesting. Okay, yeah, he better get rid of my Casualty of War. Or Doom Whisper. I don't know, take your pick. If I were him, I would concede. That's what I would do at this point. It's all crapshoot. Yes, my hand is really good. You got rid of the war. Okay. Probably a wise choice. Let's drop the Fabled Passage. Just get more land out of the deck here. And, we'll go for another forest. Hey look. Look who's back. It's the Doomy. And we'll send in the Prowler. Gain some more life. Now, the great thing about Doom Whisper, and when you have some life gain, is you can just sift through your deck and get whatever you want. Now, he's doing this during his turn, so he's going to be relatively tapped out. These are okay. I think I'm going to leave this Prowler because I can play it along with Savvy Hunter next turn, and I'm okay with that. So if he's going to keep doing this Callous Dismissal, I've got to do the heavy drop. I've just got to drop a lot of stuff, basically. So we can't return everything. Alright. I'm just going to flood the board if you're going to play that way, you know? And let's see, does he have anything? He doesn't. I don't know, he's playing black and red, so I'm trying to think if he has anything that could wipe 3 toughness. There's Cry of the Canarium, but that's only -2, which these guys survive. There's that Witch Hunt thing, or I don't know, the thing that gives -3 to creatures of type. You can name Beast or Nightmare and get rid of the Prowlers. But overall, he's just kind of just having a hard time here. So we're gonna send in the entire crew and just see what he does about it here. Because that's, it's going to be a significant amount of damage. And he's going to have to make some choices real soon. And we'll just keep dropping this Doom Whisper. Keep the pressure on. Yeah, I think this one's in the bag. There's not a whole lot he could do. He did get mana screwed, so that sucks. Sorry, Wafu Wafu. General Bad Player has just been slain these last few games. I really want to get a match against mono red so you guys can see that. It is one of my tougher matchups, but if I can stabilize against it, it smashes. So I probably have a good 50-50 against the aggressive mono red. Just depending on our draws and if I get enough removal. Yeah, he's done. He just can't stop this army. Okay, this is a pretty great hand. These are actually not good in the opening hand, but I do have a first turn Knight of the Abbot Legion, Leyline Prowler, and we'll see what we draw. So this is very strong. Come on, mono red. You know, a card I think is really strong that I don't see many people play is Disfigure. Okay, this is mono red. So I'm gonna against mono red, I don't really need to do damage to him. I just need to survive as long as possible. So I'm gonna hold the blocker back. He's probably gonna kill it anyway. But you know, so be it. At least I got rid of that little guy. My main goal is just to stabilize, basically. And there, he had to use 2 cards to kill my 1. That's a good thing. I'm going to play the Prowler. He's probably got removal for this. That's okay. 3 more turns and we'll start bringing out the Casualties of War. Okay, he doesn't have removal. That's good for us. And we have guaranteed Casualties of War at this point. Now that we have 6 mana, we just got to hold out long enough. Gain some life off the Prowler. Really hope he doesn't have, I don't know, the Cavalcade. Okay. And if he has a Haste Critter, we're in real trouble. Nope. Alright. Really like to draw removal. No more lands. Once you have 6 lands with this deck, you really don't need any more. There's the Skewer. There we go. That's what we needed. We'll pretend we don't have anything. Dang, man. We're screwed. Oh no. What are we going to do? Ooh, another Cavalcade. Another Cavalcade? Oh my goodness. Okay, well this is really dangerous, but he's really not going to like this. He's like moving to attack phase, moving to murderous rider phase. Thank you very much. And now we bring out the big guns. I could go straight to the Casualty of War, but I kind of want to see what the last card in his hand is, because if it's a creature, I'll kill it too. So I'm going to play the rider, and let's bring out the goose. Goose is on the loose. That's going to be our turn. Let's see what he does. Ooh, that's actually really good for him. That's 9-10 damage. Oh boy. Okay, well at least I got food to gain life and the Murderous Rider to gain life. I'm going to just go ahead and sack the food in response to all these. Okay. Wow. 3 Cavalcades. We'll block that. We'll block one of these. And next turn, we probably will die unless we bring out the Warfare. Casually. Land. Enchantment. Creature. Kill one of these. Kill one of these. Kill one of these. There we go. And now I think I save a blocker and see what he does, because I want to be able to block and gain life. If he brings out another Scampering Scorcher. Nope, no Scampering Scorcher. Okay, we're just going to finish the deal then with another Casualties. This is probably about the point he concedes. And as you saw there, since I was able to stabilize off the mono red, it wasn't too bad. Now, I'm kind of... No, I don't need to save a blocker. I mean, he's only got 1 Cavalcade left, so... I've got a Goose to block any small little hasty guys. There's a Chandra Spitfire, but you know what we have that is pretty good against Chandra Spitfire? That's right, a Stonecoil Serpent. We're not going to risk paying life. We'll just pay this at its 7. Now 7/7 Reach Trample is pretty good for handling the Chandra. We'll send in the Rider. We want the life. And might be able to kill the Serpent, but he's going to have to lose his Spitfire in the same swing. And I've got a Goose as a second backup. What did he discard? A Mountain. Okay. And he dropped another Mountain, and he's got 1 other card. Could be another Mountain. And I've got the Troll King. Oh boy. yeah, this, okay, I didn't mean to put a stop there. This is probably where he actually concedes. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to get a little bit brave and just try to end it sooner. Send in both these guys and see what he does. Probably not going to block him, but I have a chump goose in case he swings with a big Spitfire, so I'm not that worried. And I'm about to play a Feast of Troll King and have a bunch of food to gain more life, of which I have 2 mana here, so I could sack 1 and gain 3 life at any point. I think we got this in the bag. After playing Casualties of War a few times, I'm really starting to question why this isn't a big deck. I haven't seen it. This deck feels very strong. Then again, the caveat of I've only been playing Standard for like 2-3 weeks whenever I installed this, so but I kind of have a history of playing Magic since I was young, so it's like riding a bike, you know, you just got to get used to all the cards and the meta. Oh, I hate that card, the Vampire. So, that's fine though. We'll go ahead and get our 2 black, and then we can get Forest for the rest of the game. Vampire of the Dire Moon is strong. Lifelink, Death Touch. Not as strong as the Knight of the Ebon Legion, but it is notably very good. I mean, no, I'm not going to block it. I'll just take the 1. Definitely not worth losing a knight for. There, he's got a knight of his own. And another knight of his own. Okay, this could get dangerous. Let's go to my turn. I don't know if there's a good option here. I guess I'm just going to play my Prowler, because it can kill a knight no matter how much he pumps it. And we'll sit back. Now, the goal of this deck is not to be aggressive early. I mean, you can if it draws out that way, but if you're playing against an aggressive deck, you just need to survive. Don't even need to worry about doing damage, because once you get control later in the game, then you can do all the damage you want. So my goal at this point, seeing that he's playing a lot of aggressive 1-drops, is just to survive and try to get as much value as I can until I get to 6 mana and can start really dropping the big boys. And as you can see, he is hesitant to attack because of my Leyline Prowler being able to just wipe anything. Such a strong little creature. There's the casualties I need. Now I just need the mana. So I think I'm going to be Death Sprouting, and we're just going to pass here. And we'll Death Sprout at instant speed. See what he does. I really like when people pump their knights. Oh, it's not what I wanted to see. Oh, he's doing that at instant speed at the end of his turn. -5, -5. Is there anything I can do about that? I can tap it for mana. Kill one of his knights. Yeah, I guess that's the play here. Not too worried about the Vampire of the Dire Moon because it just doesn't do enough damage to really be that much of a threat. But these knights, if he keeps pumping it and it keeps growing, that can be an issue. I really hate to lose some mana base here. At least I have a statue. And of course I'm not going to block, I'll just take the 1 again. Don't mind that getting pumped up because, well, I have statue. Not going to attack, just end turn here. And at this point, I'm kind of hoping he comes in with the Ebon Legion with untapped land because I will block it and then status my Knight of the Ebon Legion. But he's not. He's going to play a Rankle instead. Oh, that's actually bad for me. Rankles is a good card. I mean, I don't know if it's good. It just seems iffy. It being each player is really rough. You know, that's 7 damage right there. That takes me down to 10. It's hard to deal with. This might be a game I can't quite win. just take it. We'll see what he chooses here. Probably gonna drop my Savvy Hunter if he makes me discard. Each player discards, yeah. Oh, I gotta resolve first. There we go. And that's getting pumped up a little bit thanks to his high damage. Ooh, we need mana. Okay, well I can play a Doom Whisperer. That's gonna help stabilize this this out a little. It's being a big flyer. I don't know if we're gonna have much of a chance against this one. Now that he's got a Midnight Reaper and he's gonna draw a bunch if he kills creatures, we're in big trouble. I predict a loss here. But I'm not gonna concede yet. We'll see what happens. He's gonna send in everything. I'm okay with this. Okay with this. Not happy about it, but I'm okay. I mean, can't really expect much else. I would do it too. I mean, he's got the Reaper. He's gonna draw cards if I kill stuff. So I think the thing to do here, you know, block here. There's really not a whole lot of good options here, to be honest. I gotta block the big flyer. That's a given. I'm gonna take 6, would take me down to 4. That's no good. I could block the Vampire of the Dire Moon, but he'll just draw. I'm not gonna do much else with this. I'll just take it. I'm gonna call this one a loss. Each player discards. Oh man. Okay, well we are going to discard. We're going to discard our status statue, which is a really tough choice. And he's going to get some draws. That's pretty good. I really want a Casualty of War and take out, I guess, Midnight Reaper at this point. The Knight of the Heaven Legion is a problem. It really is. As even if I kill his other threats, he's still got that pumpable Knight. Oh, now he's probably going to get back something here. What is that? Oh, the Smitten Swordsman. This guy is broken. Does he have knights? He has 2 knights. So that's still 2. We're gonna go to my turn. If I don't draw a land, okay. That's a GG there. Nice game, sir. I could maybe survive one more turn, but I'm struggling. I didn't get to 6 mana. That was a real problem, not getting to 6 mana. So it's matches like those that are really hard to win. That was a pretty good game, though. Alright, last one for real this time. This is not that good of a hand. We're going to keep it though, because if we just draw 1 land, we can play anything in our hand, and we got a first turn duress, so that's always good. There's the knight. Oh, and there's the land and a duress. And he's got multiple Bloodlords. This one's super expensive. He'll never get to it. By the time he does get to it, he's in trouble. 4 damage to target. I don't care. I'm gonna get rid of this one because it's the cheap one. And hopefully I'll be able to beat him to 6 mana. Ooh, this could be a problem. Oh, I should have played an Overgrown Tomb tapped. My mistake. This looks like this might be a difficult matchup. He's not getting mana. That's actually really good for me. I'm going to pay the 2 life and drop a Prowler. I could have gotten away with not paying 2 life if I played the 2 on turn 2 tapped. Whoops. And now he just concedes to Leyline Prowler. Are you kidding me? Are you? That's how much people hate that card. That's how much people hate the Leyline Prowler. No, this is a good hand. This is really good. We can get the Goose on the loose turn 1. Prowler out on turn 2. We can get a turn 3 Death Sprout. And then really quick Doom Whisper, Casualties of War. Yeah, this is a very dangerous hand if he doesn't have answers. And given that he's playing that, he doesn't have answers. So let's go ahead. I found it's always worth playing the Prowler on turn 2 with the Goose Egg, because you get this to tap for mana instead, and you can always build up your egg later. Ooh, Prison Realm. I'd rather the Prison Realm go on one of these creatures than my Doom Whisper though, so it's not that bad. Prison Realm's pretty weak against my deck, so once I get Casualties of War, I just get all my creatures back anyway. Not too worried about it. I really think these little enchantment cards should be sideboard only. I don't think they're very good. Can't do anything, so let's pass turn and wait to make an egg. And wait patiently while this guy tries to decide what to do. Testing. Apparently I've muted my audio somehow, I don't even know. I have just ruined my recording. Maybe. No, we're good. No, we're good. Okay. Nice. We have a lot of options here. I think we're just going to get aggressive. And just go straight for the Doom Whisper. Maybe he has more removal. I honestly don't care if he does. If he's got another Prison Realm, that's great. That sounds awesome. Please, yeah, play Prison Realm me all day. That's like my best case scenario. Kaya's Wrath is not my best case scenario, but at least he saved one of my creatures, so that was nice of him. Do we want the... Yeah, this is perfect actually. A land and a God Pharaoh statue. We'll do the land second because we don't want to shuffle away the God Pharaoh statue. This is really going to ruin his day. So he's got a pretty slow go here. Oh, I need another black mana. What do I do? I think we can just play him out a little bit. I really hope he doesn't have discard. If he has discard, it could be a problem because we got such bombs in our hand. I really want a Death Sprout, but I don't think it's very necessary. I think I'm just going to go straight for the God Pharaoh. And next turn, all Casualties of War, and he'll probably concede. God Pharaoh's not super good at this point since he has so much mana anyway. But once I play the Casualty of War after it, then he'll probably be a little concerned. Land, enchantment, creature. No artifacts? Okay. We'll get that of course. We'll get the Castle Locked Lane. Make sure he doesn't draw anymore. And we get our Prowler back, which is nice. And he's out of cards in his hand. This is good for us. We're a little low on life. He can take us all the way down to, what, 7? So that's rough. However, I am going to kind of ruin his day. Just a little bit here. Let's see, the Troll King or the Rider. Yeah, we're going to hold back here. This is a little bit of a risky play, but I'm sort of low on options. And I want to be able to block with the Prowler and play both my spells, which both have double black. And the only way to get my double black is whenever another creature enters the battlefield. Okay, well that's a problem. So we're going to go ahead and proc his Afterlife before the Corpse Knight comes in. And we'll go ahead and get another black mana. These double blacks seem to be a thing. And do we want to proc anything else? I mean, we could... We could kill his other little flyer. Or we could kill his other... whatever, a Gark guy. Yeah, we'll kill this. I mean... I think it's the thing to do here. We'll get our troll next turn, we'll draw a bunch of cards, we'll attack with our life linkers. Hopefully that'll be enough to survive. So we got 8, 9 mana. There's 6 of it. So I think what we're going to do here is we're going to play this, pay the 2 life, that way we can stack up to 2 tokens. It nets us a total of 1, because we can gain 3 with that much mana. And I'm going to go ahead and sack 1 now, before he has a chance to do any response to it, and we'll pass turn. Next turn, I'll start attacking with the Leyline Prowler. As long as he doesn't draw anything too devastating, I think we're going to be okay. Okay, well he's going to attack with those. He's not attacking with the Ground Pounder, so we'll go ahead and tap for Prowler. Gain the life. Take all the little damage. I'm going to do an all attack here. Oh. It's not worried about the troll. It's worried about the life gain. Okay, well we can play him. And we can play him. These flyers are a problem. I can survive a couple more turns, but I don't think he can. Okay, I'm glad he drew that of all things, because that does nothing. I don't even think I have a spell that targets players. Yeah, you can swing with all those, but I'm going to kill you next turn. So I've got to sack the food to live here. Thank you, Beasting Troll King, for your patronage. And I can still survive yet another turn. Even with all these guys swinging, he has to block the Ebon Legion or he's dead, because I can pump it like 7 times. I'm going to gain a bit of life from Murderous Rider. Take him all the way down to 3. And as long as he doesn't draw something that can kill me, I win. And he drew Plains. Alright, good game. Okay, well that's going to do it. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Casual War 3.0. This is the deck. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Should I make any edits? Could I make it stronger, but still keep the theme of casual warfare? Should I go down to one God Pharaoh statue? I've considered it. Alright, I'm out. See you guys in the next episode. Don't forget to like this video. Please subscribe and hit the bell if you'd like to see when I upload more.